Good morning. Welcome to Tackle It Tuesday with JB's Crochet. Hey, that rhymed. I'm Amber. That doesn't rhyme. Good morning. I did not schedule this out ahead of time, so that's going to be, for those of you watching the replay, I'm going to be waiting a minute here for people to pop on. There it goes. Okay. Save. I need to add music to a video. I want to see what it looks like without good morning, Lisa. Okay, so I made a welcome screen video thing. I just need to add some music to it. Good morning, Kimberly. That was so fun having you sit outside last night in the Zoom. All right, hold on. I want to play. Hello. I'm going to be scrolling saying good morning to everybody. Okay, I'm going to play this. There's no music. It's just silent for 10 seconds. So just take a moment, 10 seconds of quiet. Take some deep breaths and we'll get started. All right, hold on. Start over, you silly thing. Here we go. Ooh, okay. That welcome. Okay, it wasn't going to be silent. I was going to talk the whole time. I got to fix it because the welcome right here, this welcome to, it's too fast. I need to slow it down. So, yeah. Why? Okay, go back over here. Hello, Izzy and Tammy. It was a fun Zoom. Yeah, so now I think by me going to it, I figured out which one I'm going to do with her levels. Oh, I meant to mute this. Hold on. So yeah, I think I'm going to do her, not the top, but the next one down. I think. Because I don't know. I think I'm going to do the second from the top. Not the top. So, because I don't know that design-wise, I don't know. I could probably help her with designing things, but I don't know. That's why I was like, I think, yeah. Aw, thanks, Izzy. Good morning, Manuela. I have something exciting to show you, and you probably can already see it. It's sitting right there. I didn't hide it very well. It's out in the open. It's not fully finished. So the bags that I bought to line this bag aren't going to work. So I think I'm going to line it with fabric. But I have this one bag. Now I'm going to have to take the handles off because the handles aren't long enough to match the handles I made. So let me show you my my bag. Excuse me. And then I will show you the liner that I have in the middle. It's so awesome. I almost don't want to put a lining in it, but I feel like it needs a lining so that things don't fall out of it. Check it out. It's done. Done. Tails and all are sewn in. It's not perfect. I don't know what happened here. It's like I need to figure out how to like tuck that in so it's not like sticking out. I think it looks so cool. So do you see what I did with the straps? So I had lots of leftover of this. And these are thermal, y'all. I said I wasn't going to do the thermal stitch, but I did thermal stitches for these, and they're actually shorter than 36 inches. They're only 24, but they're really long straps. So, oh, good morning, Frizzy. So on the solid side, and look, it's still kind of bulgy, but and there's still some stretch right here, but not a lot. But yeah, so I did the variegated on the solid side, and I still had a little bit left over of the color blocks. And because I already had the green on the side here, I didn't want to put green up here. I used up what I had of that. I used what I had of that. And then I got to about here. You can probably see the color change. The dye lot might be a little different here, but it's subtle enough that you can't tell. But my daughter, she had some of this left with this wrapped around the outside of it. I was like, oh, I need that purplish blue color off of your skein there so I can finish my strap. And I just realized it's a slightly bit different color, I think. But that's okay. I don't care. It's not green. So anyway, I found this liner, or this bag, that I had, and it fits a little better than the canvas, the khaki color ones. Let me fix it because it fell down in there. So I don't know if I want to use this bag. I will have to cut the handles off, like I said, because it doesn't quite fit the handles I made. So I think I'm just going to cut the handles off or just tuck them inside and glue it shut. The liner is the only part I didn't finish. But is that not like the perfect color liner? And it fits a little bit better. I just got to figure out how to get it to how I'm going to glue it on here. I need to get my T-pins out maybe and pin it on here. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But the bag's done for the most part. I mean, it's done. And these straps are thick, but I love them. See, now it's doing it. Now, do you guys see bags like this out on the YouTube streets? Not necessarily in the colors, but the design like. Because I could write it down, but I just don't know how to write it down. That's the thing. I don't know how to go about writing it down because I know the stuff that I did, but I feel like I would have to write it in like in my mind, I feel like it would be make the granny squares, slip stitch them together, like how to construct it, not necessarily how step by step how to make the granny squares, like, or do the thermal stitches and things. That's the part, is writing all that down. I don't know. I could stitch the lining in, but I don't know, like, my sewing skills are not the greatest because I don't utilize them, so I would have to look online to see how to sew. But I could stitch it in. I think stitching it in, it's slightly smaller than the bag. The liner bag is slightly smaller than the bag I made. So, like, I don't know. I almost think I'm going to go just go to Walmart and get some, one of their, like, little fabric samples. Or not samples, but you know what I mean? Like, they're smaller cut fabrics. And see, and do it that way. Because I can glue the seams together. Doing it that way. Good morning, Lana. Lana, Nana, Crochet. So yeah, I got the bag done, but not the liner part. It would work okay as a project bag because, for me anyway, for the most part, because I use these little pouches. I don't have one. Yeah, so here's the bags that I bought. They're not quite the right size. They're a little too small in one of the directions. I can't remember. I did get a package of zippers. But again, it's too wide for the zippers because the zippers are only like an inch wide and my bag is like this wide. You would hot glue it? Well, fabric glue it, Kimberly. So like I could use it as a little project bag, you know, put pouches in it. I could do any kind of bag really. But if I put a liner bag in it, a lining in it, it'll give it some stability where I can put heavier stuff in it. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go to Walmart and get a liner, like a piece of fabric, because then I can make it to fit a little bit better. But I do like the bag that's in it. It like when I put my hands in it and hold it out like this, it fits in there. So, but I feel like if I try to stitch it or anything, it's not quite big enough, if that makes sense. It would almost kind of not cinch in the bag. I think, I don't know. I honestly don't know if it would do that or not. Okay, so tackle it Tuesday. I need to tackle my granny squares because I am already now a week behind because I didn't do last week's. So I figure I can do last week's today. This shouldn't take too long. This one shouldn't take too long either, but this one's a little bit more with the popcorns. But then it's just granny stitch after that, so it really doesn't matter which one I do. So I'm going to do this one first. So I'm going to say that is dark pink. So are you guys tackling anything today? Are you tackling any whips? Those of you that are members of Marty's Blossom Crochets channel, we had a Zoom last night and I took them on a field trip into my Whiplandia of Amber's. And yeah, they were quite shocked at all of them. Good morning, Miguel. I'm so glad you're here. How was your busy day yesterday? Did you get anything accomplished? Okay, so which one is it gonna be? I think it's this one. I can never remember these colors. Okay, this pink is Hot Rose. Okay. And it's a solid color, so I don't have a bunch of tails. I like it. Good morning, Marianne. Working on your winter sweater. Cool. Oh, you're remaking it. Oh, I came up with a song, though, yesterday. Here's a whip, there's a whip, everywhere a whip, whip. Oh, McDonald had a whip. E-I-E-I, W-I-P, W-I-P, W-I-P-S, W-I-P-S. However, I don't know how to make that work. Oh, what am I looking for here? A 5.5 millimeter. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miguel. Well, I hope it gets better for you. I pray for a healing miracle that all those yucky diseases and chronic illnesses that you have go bye-bye. But I'm not a healer, so, you know who is. But I will still pray that you will be helped. Y'all, I pray every night for those who are sick and hurt. And when I say sick, chronic illnesses, colds, anything, any kind of sickness, whatever you want to call it, any kind of like thing that's interrupting your life in some way. I pray that you find relief. And I mostly pray that you are given the tools and the things that you need to deal with those things. So Yeah. Good morning, Rebecca. Did you see my bag? I showed off my bag. It's almost done. It's 95% done. It's 95% done. But the bag itself is done. It's the lining part I'm not done with. Because I have this bag in here that I was going to use, but the handles are too small. So I'm going to have to tuck the handles in or cut them off. I think I'm just going to tuck them in. See, if I pull them up, it comes up that high. But it almost works perfectly. If I take it and go like this, it fits mostly in there, but it's still a little loosey-goosey kind of, but it's enough that it would work in here. So I really feel like I'm going to be thrifty and use what I have for now. I think it'll work okay. So I found this bright pink bag that would work perfect in here. And y'all, I literally had to take the tag off of it to open it up and put it in here. And these bags are from Michael's, I think, because I want to say I got these on clearance for like $1. So it's just this bag right here. It needs to be 14 by 14, and this was pretty darn close to 14. Let me find my little measuring tape. I love it. Did you see the handles, Rebecca? I'll explain it to you too. So I used what I had left of the color blocks. Well, then I had to borrow some from my daughter. I didn't realize how much of a difference it was until now. But I feel like it works because, you know, it's from the same skein of, or from the same like line. It's just a different dye lot. But it works because it's the same coloring, if that makes sense. So I put the color block on the variegated side, and I did variegated on the solid side. And I think that's a $50 bag right there, right? I mean, if Taylor Swift got a hold of it, it'd be a $500 bag, right? I need to go to one of those Kansas City Chiefs games one of these times and wear it around her and be like, well, I don't know her, but like, because I would never be around her, but it would just be funny. Hey, here's a bag for you. Buy it for $500. She would. Okay, so I'm working on my granny square from last week, so that's my tackling it for this morning. So I need to do, okay, it's just a granny square in the center. It's a classic granny square all the way around for 2 rounds, and then the 3rd and 5th round changes to these windows a little bit. Yeah, I'm only 3 hours away from the Chiefs games, their home games. So, you know, I could be like, well, getting into the games is one thing. Getting nearer that person is another. And honestly, I'm not a fan. I'm not a Swiftie, so I wouldn't, you know, be able to get that close maybe. And, you know, she's got her security entourage and all that, so. Chain of 3. So, I really need to go through my whips. One of these days, y'all, I keep saying to myself, I want to show you guys all the whips that I have and go through them. And some of them are so close to being finished, I just need to finish them. Like, I've got, no, hold on. 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 items, 3 whips that I could finish in a week's time if I wanted to. Or even a couple of days. You know, so I just need to get them out and finish them. So maybe if I finish this square, I may get one of those out this morning. So We shall see. So, I know Miss Kimberly, she's too good to have more than one whip. Oh, I'm so glad you got to sleep in. Hello, Angela. Good morning, good morning. Oh, what is my hair doing over here? Ow. Frizzy, you're rubbing off on me here with your frizziness. Like, I brushed my hair before I came down here, and my hair's frizzy. You gotta love curly hair. I don't have curly hair, but you can see it naturally does this on its own. It's like, wait, me and my daughter and I, let me speak grammatically correct here, have hair that like to do this, where it does this towards the back, up underneath. It like curls and waves, and then it's mostly like almost straight in the front. Good morning, Breezy. So yeah, it likes to get tangled up almost immediately after brushing it. I've told my daughter, you're gonna have a lifelong, oh my gosh, I don't need to put a trouble there. Lifelong brushing it multiple times a day, because to keep it nice looking, if you're, for any particular reason, unless you have to leave the house, or unless you can stay at home, and then it's not as big of a deal. You had to work a full day yesterday, so today you get to glue barrettes, Rebecca. Woo woo! I don't know if that's fun or not, but yay. I have fabric glue. Okay, so I have this permanent fabric adhesion. So when I say liquid stitch, this is liquid stitch. So fabric glue is technically liquid stitch. Hold on a second. Liquid stitch is just a brand name, but it's essentially what this is, fabric fusion. This should work to hold that liner bag to my crochet bag. Well, good morning, Cheryl Lee. I need to start my May flag, speaking of that. I haven't gotten any of the supplies out to work on it yet. I'm doing it slightly different this time around. I'm not going to do full tutorial on it. I'm going to do, because I've done enough tutorials, I can refer you guys back to other videos to show you like different things. So I just feel like by doing this, it would give me some flexibility. And because if I try to hand stitch it, which I'm not good at to begin with, I don't even know how to do it really. I mean, I think I know how to do it, but I don't know how to do it. So I just figured this would give me some, anyway. So I am going to do the garden flag slightly differently for May. I am tackling my granny squares, Cheryl Lee. So this is the one from last week, number 17. It's the easier of the two. And then this one was picked for this week. This is number 25. So that is what I am working on. And the one I'm working on is a solid color, so I'm like, yay, I don't have to change colors, and I don't have tails. I should only have 2 tails to sew in. All right, so I'm attaching it, and then I'm going to, I'm gonna slip over. I hate slipping over to the corners. But thankfully this is a classic granny square stitch, so I don't have to go into the stitch. So there's 2 and then 3. Coffee time! Woo woo! I'm doing cold coffee this morning. Well, it's not really coffee, but this is my caffeinated beverage. Okay, question for you guys. I was telling my husband, because I couldn't find this koozie, and I really like this one for these cans because it's taller than the other ones. And I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh. He's like, well, you could make them. That was a shocker in and of itself that he even suggested I make something. Like, he doesn't usually say that to me. Well, you could make it, try and make it. He just was like, confident as all get out. I was like, you could make it. I was like, well, yeah, I could. But then, have any of you ever made cozies or koozies for cans with crochet stuff? Cotton. Ooh, maybe we can make those tomorrow. Make one of those tomorrow. I have to come up with my own today, and then tomorrow, ooh, yeah. So tomorrow, bring cotton. I was gonna do a mug rug tomorrow. Maybe not in this design. This is a C2C. I don't think we're gonna do it in this design. I want to do it in this design where it's just in rows. But maybe we could make can cozies, because this is simple enough to work through maybe in an hour. I mean, if I have to work through it and explain it and things, it easily take an hour. Okay, chain 3. See, it's gonna have me double crochet into that one slip stitch right there. Okay, so chain 3. So yeah, what would you guys think about doing cozies, can cozies tomorrow instead of a mug rug? I think that'd be fun. Has anybody ever made one? I don't think I've ever made one. Okay, so then I need to do a double crochet. 1, 2, 3. And go. I still haven't seen my chat move. Nope. So yeah, bring cotton tomorrow and several hooks. I don't know what hook size we would want to use, because if we do it single stranded, those usually call for like a 5.5. I'm trying to see if I have one nearby I can look at. But these stripies recommend a 5. Yeah. So I would say a 4.5, 5mm hook. A 4.5 to 5.5, depending on what you want to make it with. You need summer to get here. I have made them for cups, but not cans. Would you guys be interested in doing that with me tomorrow? Like, we would make them together. Would that be something we could do? I need to turn this. Ugh. I wish I didn't have to chain one between these things, but you know what? I'm following. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, I gotta do that double crochet. I'm glad I'm paying attention. What did you miss? Nothing really. Okay, so Rebecca, tomorrow, bring cotton with you. Get some cotton if you have any, and bring a couple different size hooks. I don't know what size you would want, so anywhere from a 4.5 to a 5.5. And I was gonna do a mug rug or some sort of like whatchamacallit thing tomorrow, whether it be with scrubby or without. But then I was thinking, my husband had said I could make good. Well, have a great day, Penny. I'm so glad you're here every morning. Thank you. And have a great day at work. Be safe, be kind, be beautiful, be awesome, be positive, be all the things. Anyway, he was saying I couldn't find this cozy. And so he was like, well, you make them. I was like, what? I was like, I'm not a fan of those because they're thick. But then I was like, well, you know, whatever. But he's like, yeah, you can make them. Make your own. You know, because he didn't want me to go buy any. He wanted me to make them. And so I was thinking, instead of doing a whatchamacallit tomorrow, we do can cozies. We should easily be able to get a can cozy done in an hour, right? So I was hoping that maybe we could have a crochet along tomorrow for our Cotton Wednesdays. Well, then there you go, Rebecca. You could be our, you can help answer questions if anybody has questions as we're going along. So what I was thinking is today, I'll get out my cotton. I'll come up with a design that's super simple and easy. I don't want to do like super, super simple where it's like one stitch the whole time, because that'd be boring. And I don't want it to be boring. I want it to be fun. So I figured, let's have a crochet along tomorrow morning. with cotton. Cotton crochet along Wednesdays. You know, each Wednesday will come and we'll, you know, that's what I'm going to do on Wednesdays, I think, is just, you know, we're going to come and create something in cotton. Whether it be my whatchamacallits or cozies or mug rugs or dishcloths or, well, whatchamacallit Wednesdays with cotton. There you go. Cotton whatchamacallit Wednesdays. Whatchamacallit Wednesdays with cotton. So we'll bring cotton with us each Wednesday. Y'all come hang out with me and we'll make something. Somewhat quick, you know. We want to make it at least quick to get the instruction across, and then you can finish if you have to after it's done. Okay, so I have to pay attention because one of these double crochets, it looks like a regular granny square these first 2 rounds, but actually the ones right here, right above my finger, are actually into the stitch, not the chain space. So one of the 3 of the cluster is not in the chain space. And I almost missed that. So yeah, let's make some cozies tomorrow. Okay, and then chain 1 and I go into that one. On both sides, there's a double crochet into the stitch and then 2 into the space. Oh my word. For some reason, this clover is not wanting to behave. I'll be present when you stay on market prep mode. 2 back to means lots of ammies. I really kind of want to do something like that, like a market, but I need to work up inventory. And the other thing I need to tackle is I have a whole box of finished work over here with my cotton whatchamacallits in it that I didn't finish tying the tails in. Well, there you go, Rebecca. You can be our question expert answerer. You'll be our Jiminy Cricket, I guess. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I even found this really cute one. Oh, you know what's a good thing about Marty not watching my lives? I can show you guys this. I was going to make these for her and send them to her, but we can also make them here. It's a free pattern on Hirschner's. I don't know if it's still free or not, but it was free over the last several days. But I was thinking of making these and sending these to Marty. Marty is Marty from Flossom Crochet. If you guys, most of you, well, maybe not most of you, some of you might know her, but she's got a thing for piggies. And so I was thinking of making her one of these to send to her. And put little angel wings on it. There's a whole story behind the angel wings. I don't know if she shared that or not. Right? Yeah, so I might make those for her to send for like a birthday present or something, because I gotta remember when it was. I sent her something for her birthday last year. I think it's in August. I think. I don't remember. I'm bad with remembering things like that. I thought so too, Rebecca. She would love those. I could figure out a way to make them smaller to make them mug rugs, but I feel like the snout would be, wouldn't allow it to sit level, you know? So maybe I just make it big enough for a cup to sit off to one side and the snout's over here. Because it would be cute as a little mug rug. Actually, I could figure out a way to make it where the snout, I could make it flat by doing, so what they do is they make this piece separately and they sew it on. What I could do is make that center area that color and then switch to the next color. That way it's in the middle. So I could alter it a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I'm that talented to change it into that way. What is going on? My hook is not working. Yeah, that's I would have to do it so it's set. This is why I don't like slip stitches. Ugh. I don't like slip stitching across stitches to get to a corner because then I have to figure out where to put my hook. We're just gonna go with this. And then slip into this. And the reason I'm doing what I don't want to do with this square is because I'm following the directions. I'm sorry, Annie. I saw you and I meant to say good morning. Good morning, Annie. It's been a while and I'm so glad you're here. Ugh. And I can't for some reason. Is it Norway? Are you from Norway? I think Manuela is the Netherlands and you're Norway, I think. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. I'm on round 3, so I need to so yeah, cotton tomorrow and I don't know, 4.5 to 5.5 millimeter hook. Bring all three. Time for coffee. Yes. I like that frizzy. I was gonna make some this morning, but I went ahead and just did this. But I can still make some after if I really want to. I just try not to overdo the caffeine. Because if I go a day where I don't drink the same amount the day before, it starts to, Cool. That's so cool. I love knowing people from other countries. That's so cool. I don't know why, but it's just very cool to me. All right, so I slipped into that. I need to slip over to the corner. Ugh. Don't like slipping over to a corner. And it keeps splitting my yarn. My Clover is not behaving today. She's not behaving, guys. Me and her need to have a discussion. 3. And then 1 into here. So, anyway, I need to figure out how to write down the pattern or whatever for my bag, because I know what I did, but it's explaining it, writing it down. I don't like, I try to look at patterns like this and try to figure out how to write from that, I guess. But it's like, see how it has the assembly part right here? That's the only part that's in my head that I can think. Where is it at? There's like a hair on my hand and it won't get off. That's the only way I'm thinking in my head how to explain how to make this, is how to assemble it. Make this and then assemble it. It's yay! When do you move into the new house? Okay, so 2 into there, which I already did. And then 2, okay. So, yeah, when it comes to writing down the pattern for the bag, it's almost easier in my head to like just explain how to do it in a video, but it's like, I don't know, like, hey, don't scratch on my couch over there. I swear this cat, she like needs a scratching post down here too. I need to get her something to scratch on down here because she's scratching on our furniture and it's annoying. I don't know. I'm getting overwhelmed thinking about the pattern for it. I think that's what's going on. I don't know where to start. Okay, hold on. So I do 2, chain 1. Okay. This one's a little more thought involved. More than well, I mean, it's easy, but it's like I have to pay attention to what I'm doing here or I'll miss something. So any advice on writing down how I did this bag? Yay, Angela, that's awesome. I wish, yeah, I got that done yesterday. Like, whew, a finished object. I can move on to something else now. Yay. Yay, Annie. Moving can be fun. I enjoyed moving. I don't know. I looked forward to it all the time. And so I think that's why I move my house around. I rearrange my house all the time. My husband's like, whenever I'm rearranging any room of any kind, like majorly rearranging it and going through it, he goes, you just, like, he basically says, I can never settle on one way. And so things get lost or whatever. And it's like, well, it's because you keep moving things around. I think I do that. I'm just now having that revelation right now that I think I do that because I need the change. You know, I need that newness, that new feel. Even though it's all the same stuff, it's in a new spot. So it feels new, if that makes sense. I did enjoy moving, honestly. It was never, yes, I think we had stress here and there, you know, in spurts, but it was never really stressful for me. I mean, y'all, when we moved all our stuff out to South Carolina when my husband joined the military, y'all, we showed up at like dark 30. Well, okay, not dark 30, but it was like the sun had already gone down. It was muggier than all get out. And y'all, there were like 4 or 5 guys that showed up with my husband from his class that he was doing this nuke school with. And we had that truck, a 26-foot truck, unpacked and unloaded, not unpacked, but unloaded into the base housing unit that we were in like less than an hour. In like an hour between all of them. It went so fast. And that's what I'm saying. I've been blessed in the moving process. I've never really had anything too majorly stressful happen. So that's why, maybe. Right. Maybe that's what it was, Rebecca. It was just, you know, as a kid, I loved it. Hello, Lisa B. Okay, that's what you meant. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I enjoyed moving. I know, I'm a weird one. If you don't like me, you can leave now. I know I'm gonna scare people off eventually. If that's what it takes, then I guess, oh well. But I think that's why I rearrange my house so much, is I need the change. I don't know why. Like, I love the new change I have behind me, and I can't wait to get the counters done over here and show you guys that. That'll be fun. Because I will be able, well, I'm gonna actually, this cart right here is gonna get moved into that cabinet somewhere, I think, because this just, it crowds me, even though it's like over there. Good morning, Nisi. There we go. Couldn't get the word out correctly. Right, Lisa B? I'm like, I need to move. And so that's why I just rearranged my house, because I don't literally want to move from this house, but I will rearrange this stuff all day long. Like, there's a room over there where the pegboard used to be. we've got a love seat and a couch. The love seat is like this, and the couch is like this. The love seat is blocking the one end of the couch because it doesn't fit over there, and so it's bugging the crap out of me, and I want to rearrange that room so badly, but this house was built so weird because in this room it's okay. The outlets are down on a normal level. Like the outlet is down here. In my daughter's room, y'all, they're halfway up the wall. So she is like almost limited, very, very limited in where she can move things around and plug things in. Oh, it's scary. Well, did I scare you? Well, that's what I'm saying. If I scared you off, that's what it's going to take. I enjoyed moving. But I don't want to scare you off, so I hate moving. We'll say I hate moving. I'll agree with you so I don't scare you off. You know. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Annie, that stinks. Yeah, flying is, I don't know. I have kind of a, I don't know. I don't know what to think of flying. It intrigues me, it excites me and scares me all at the same time. I hope I'm doing this right. I'm just going along, doing the same thing on each side that I've done, so I think I've done it right. Oh, 46 minutes. I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. Don't make me get off. That's why I like my Sunday afternoons with you guys, because then I can go a little bit longer. And I like going back every morning now because I get that, because I don't want to get off after an hour's over. So, I get my hour each morning with you. Ugh. But no, did y'all give me any advice on the writing that thing down? So Frizzy says to write down how to make the granny square. I mean, it's a classic granny square, so it's super easy. That part should be fairly easy to explain, I think. It's the writing down part of how I did the thermal stitch strip and then attaching it and then how I attached everything. Explaining that part. A partridge in a pear tree, crochet the 12 birds. Oh, that's cool. Well, yes. I've got that part, but I got a pencil, so that way I can erase. It's the getting it out part. Just I get wordy, so I just want to make sure I'm not over explaining, or I mean, I guess you couldn't over explain something, but I don't know. I know, like I said, I know what I did. It's just ing it out. Well, that's yes, but like I could literally write it all down right now. It's just like it's all the little explanations in between each step. Like make the granny squares, slip stitch the granny stitch, flat seam. I think it's called flat seam slip stitching or whatever. See, I can't get the right words out. Oh boy. Okay, so slip over to the corner. I'm almost done with this square. See, it takes an hour to do it when you're talking all the time. We'll start with writing. I need to start writing this pattern out. I use the following stitches and make a list of those. Lisa, that's a good way to do it. Thank you. Yeah, so make 8 granny squares, sew them together. Well, not sew all 8 together, sew 4 of them together. Make a border around the 4, and then make a 42-inch long, and if you make it the same size every time, include everything. Yep. Okay, so okay, I'm not going to worry about how much I'm going to do it for after that. I'm going to worry about getting it done first. Okay, here, let's do this. And I'm just doing this, Nisi. Like, it's not too hard. It's just I have to pay attention where I'm going into spaces versus stitches. Okay, who would be interested in being a tattered pester? If you can unjumble that mess, you can be one. It's another Monday. Oh, who would be interested in being a pattern tester once I get it done? A pattern pester. As long as it takes you. Rebecca, after your market's over, if you want to try it, then that's, I mean, I know you've got 2 coming up, but I don't know where that came from. A tattern pester. Here's a whip, there's a whip, everywhere, whip, whip. I came up with that yesterday too. Nisi would like to. Let me get a piece of paper and write this down. Oh wait, I have it right here in front of me. You can be a pester. Yes, I got a pester. Woohoo! That's all I needed. I don't know. You know what? Here, if you want to be a pattern pester, email me at this email. Email me at this email if you want to be a tattern pester. If you use that word in there, then I will like laugh hysterically. Oh boy. It's Tuesday. It's not Monday. It's Tuesday. So we're getting silly. Okay, turn the block. Okay, so this is cool. Lisa H. And I will do my best to write it out. I'll start working on that today so that way I can get it out soon. And if I don't get it out in the next week or so, just pester me. Just not too much. Just a little bit. And I will do my best to explain how to make it, if that makes sense. I can't even talk right today. This is what scared me. Like, I can't even talk, and y'all want me to do it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can tell you right now how to make it, how to construct it. It's all the steps in between to make the pieces, you know. I think I'm just overwhelmed with how much there is to write down, maybe. I don't know. Something overwhelms me from it. And I'm not exactly entirely sure what it is. Or if it's finding the time to write it, or, you know, like I want to be doing this and not like writing it down. Coffee. And add to that. There you go. Love it when you're not lurking and when you're giving me all this amazing advice. 55 minutes. No. Don't want to go. I'm having too much fun messing up on my granny square and talking to you guys. And just being silly. So yeah, that's what I'm just going to start typing it out, I think. I think that'll be... I still have 2 more sides. Can I get the 2 more sides done and then be done with the live? I'm almost done with it. Like, I want to finish it on a live. That's my whole goal, was to finish 1 square today on the live. And I figured this one wouldn't be too bad. So, yeah, if you want to be a pattern tester, like I said, it won't be... maybe it'll be in the next week. I don't know. I can't say for sure. And honestly, I don't know that I want to do a recorded tutorial for it. I think I just want to do the pattern and put it out there for people to either buy and make it or just put it out there for free. I don't know yet. How big are the granny squares on the bag? They were... I want to say they were 6 inches. I'd have to lay them out and measure them again. But I want to say I made them all... I want to say I made them all 6 inches. And to be honest, I forgot what size hook I used to make them. I think I used this, because I definitely didn't use a 6. I'm going to have to go back and see if you know what? Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and see, because I took a picture of it and sent it to somebody, so. No worries, Rebecca. Lock that door. Keep those people out. I'm busy. Let me finish this side, and I will grab it real quick and see. I'm pretty sure they were 6. Because 6 and 6 is 12, and the squares with the border that I did ended up being 14. So they're either 5 to 6 inches, because I added an inch or so around the outside when I did the border around them. Okay. Let's see. Move that. Move that. Yeah, they were 6 inches. Yep. Yep. They were 6. How big? Okay. Yeah, if I put a post on, yeah. Once I get the pattern worked up, I'll put a post out. But at least those of you that are here, if you are interested, you can email me and I will. Oh, you really overslept. No, I'm just about to get off. Oh man, Kendall, I missed you. So I'm just gonna leave. You know what? Hold on a second. I'm gonna keep the scrolling off. So yeah, if you want to be a pattern tester for the bag, go ahead and email me and I will get you added to a list. I don't need a ton of people, I would assume. Just a few. Whew, when I take these off, man, things are blurry now. These are my new glasses. Wow, I was like severely undercorrected, because now when I try to look at the computer, ooh, I can't see a thing of those words unless I go like this and I get my eye to stop crossing. Whew. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just a handful of people, Rebecca. All right, well, I need to make myself get off. I don't want to. Oh, goodness. Yeah, for Nisi, if you you know what, Nisi, I will direct message you on Ko-fi, whatever you want to call it. Coffee, not Ko-fi. Coffee, coffee on your coffee account. I can direct message you there. So, all right, guys. Thank you for being here. Don't forget the thumbies if you it's gonna do it. Yeah. Don't forget those if you haven't already. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Oh my goodness, what is my problem today? I am like I'm like putting two words together at once. Good day, all my tattered and pesters. I will see you tomorrow. Hello, Thrifty. I'm actually saying my bye-byes, so I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Hopefully a little less loopy. All right, don't forget, be kind, be positive, and make something beautiful today. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.